Hey everyone, I'm Joe Ziegler, Game Director of VALORANT. It's the middle of Act 3 and our latest Agent Sky just entered the rotation, and by now, you've also battled on our newest map, Icebox. Even with all our teams still working from home, we've been updating VALORANT at an insane pace since launch, all to make sure the hours you put into VALORANT are worth it. This is why getting a 5th map to you earlier than expected was so important to us. Maybe it placed us off cadence, but we needed to meet your legitimate demands for more gameplay variety outside of just new agents. So the maps team and others busted their ass to get Icebox out nearly 3 months early. As a side benefit, we'll also get to see Icebox played by VALORANT pros during the first strike event in December. We've also heard and read your questions about our long-term plans for maps. I know we've previously said that we release a new map at the start of every episode, so you probably want to know what happens now that Icebox cut the line. I'm going to spend the next few minutes to answer most of your recent map questions, like our long-term goals for VALORANT maps, thoughts on the trade-off between map utility and map design, as well as how we want to get you more maps as soon as we can. I think everyone's biggest request has been, how do we get more maps? So I'm just going to start there and work backward. Our top priority is increasing our competitive map pool so that you get a diverse range of strategic experiences and settings every night. 4 maps is definitely not enough, and with 5 we're on our way, but I still don't think that's ideal. I'd say we need at least a couple more before we can feel comfortable with our map diversity relative to the needs of both competitive and casual play. We've also heard requests for opening up community maps or modding to trial by fire some new map experiences into VALORANT. Believe me when I tell you we understand the incredible value of community-made maps. Many of our designers, artists, and engineers were recruited from that modding community. This is a discussion we have all the time. It's one Sal Garozzo, senior game designer on maps, has been a constant advocate for. But I'll be straight with you. Building a scalable community sharing platform and a set of map-making tools would take us years of development to get off the ground. Not to mention a different team and even more time spent supporting it in the long term. When we weighed that against other content we could make, with the team we already have, the choice was pretty clear to focus on content. We want each new map we introduce to be fully supported and integrated within the VALORANT ecosystem. A new map should feel grounded in the IP, and we need to have the ability to make balance changes or address exploits as we see them. Fine-tuning a map for competitive play is a long, complicated process. This is why we're investing all of our resources into what we know we can do, making maps. So let's talk about these new maps. What are our long-term goals? Our first goal is to make sure each map brings meaningful new changes that ask you to think about how you approach the space. Our 4 original maps were designed to introduce you to the complexities of VALORANT, especially with so much unique agent utility to play against. Moving forward, I hope you can see how we'll continue challenging the basic concepts of map design in order to promote more diverse strategic play. With Icebox, for example, we have a map that places more emphasis on close skirmishes that demand sharper aim and quicker decision-making to win. From a configuration standpoint, the map is also more complex and interconnected than our previous maps. It's important that the opportunities presented by Icebox's layout create new ways to plan strategically and perform tactically with guns and character abilities. I'd love to talk more about our design philosophy for Icebox, but I don't want this to getting too long. If you do want to hear more about how we designed Icebox though, leave a comment and let me know. Ultimately, I just want to reiterate with each map, we want to expand the skills you test both as an individual and a team. So that's it for me. Thanks for listening, and we really want you to know that we're committed to getting you good pooled maps to make that competitive rotation feel right as soon as possible. In the meantime, keep us honest and don't stop with the feedback. Thanks, and we'll see you again soon.